Hey guys, today we are doing something very fun and exciting, and if you saw the title of this video or the thumbnail, you know that exciting thing is a Rikku Final Fantasy X-2 cosplay, which I am now going to show you how I made. The first step for this cosplay was the scarf. I bought a yellow pashmina scarf and some eye-dye poly in red. It's a very strong dye, and it comes with a color intensifier and then the actual dye itself, so wear gloves. And I realized afterwards that I dyed it backwards, so you would really want the red at the neck and the yellow on the ends. But it was too late, so I went with it anyway. I think I got pretty lucky with the next step because I found this Forever 21 pair of shorts from the thrift store, and they're actually kid shorts, but it doesn't really matter because we are cutting the crotch area off of them anyway, and they are going to be our very small mini skirt for Rikku's costume. And this whole step was really just a lot of cutting off the worn ends and then hemming the bottom, of course after pinning it because denim is a little annoying to sew. And it ends up being really short, but that's okay because that's just the energy that Rikku has anyway, so we went with it. For Rikku's little half sleeve armband Vocaloid looking things, I bought an extra large white button-up shirt from the thrift store, and I'm cutting off the sleeves and turning them upside down so that the button part is at the armpit area and the big open part is actually going to be where our hands are. So I am pinning all around the bottom edge and then just stitching that so it has a nice hem on it. After that, I don't know why I'm saying we. After that, I cut out the strips that are going to kind of be the frilly bows. On her sleeves, they look like they're just kind of frills, but I didn't really feel like doing that, if I'm going to be honest. So I made little bows. I think it's very cute. And so I cut out enough squares from the shirt to make 4 bows on each sleeve. The best way to think about making the bows is a rectangle that you could sort of wrap around your wrist like a bracelet, and then a thin strip which cinches the rectangle into that easy bow shape. As for the bikini, I ended up just going to Forever 21, and they were having a sale on their string bikinis. Surprise, surprise. So I got one there. And for the gloves, I found this very cute heart pair on Amazon that I thought was really good for her, so I got them. This is a Final Fantasy game, so of course there are belts on Rikku's bikini. So I literally just bought a 2-pack of skinny belts and cut them to be a reasonable length on the front of the bikini. And then I took these Velcro cable organizing straps from Walmart or something, not spawns, and thankfully they were black, so they blend in with the belt, and I just Velcroed the belt to the front of the bikini. And in the video I did it upside down, but I fixed it before the end product, cause details. The actual hardest part of this costume was the beads that go in Rikku's hair. So I started with this bag of beads, which you will see I am very picky about my stuff, so I literally staple it closed again after. Just a fun tip for you guys to stay organized. And then I took some red and blue acrylic paint and some old paper clips that you will notice were in the Yoshi video for the Yoshi eggs, whatever they were, egg lights. And I dipped all of the beads into the paint and then hung it off of something to dry. After the beads had dried, I went ahead and glazed them with some air dry Sculpey glaze just to give them a shiny little look. And this was easiest to do just by putting all the beads on an old paintbrush and painting them all at once. They look like little colorful olives, coming off the paintbrush. If you follow me on Twitter or Snapchat, you have already seen the wig I'm using, which I also used for my Samus cosplay. Those are both at Forest Emo if you want to check those out. I wanted the braids to be easy to rearrange, so I ended up cutting up these hair extensions and gluing them together to make thicker wefts, and then sort of painstakingly braiding them, and then having to look up a tutorial on how to get the beads to stay in the hair, which I still couldn't do very well. So it ended up just being a lot of clear rubber bands, kind of holding them in place, but for the purpose of a cosplay, it honestly looks just fine and pretty good. The very last step of this cosplay was her blue headband, which was super simple. I just got this clearance fabric and sewed it into a long tube and then wrapped it around my head, and we were done. Now, without further ado, we will cue the montage. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more crafty and video game related content. And be sure to check out my most recent upload on the left and something YouTube picked out just for you on the right. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Duh.